ホッチキス売りの子供という作品を、まず日本語で読みます。一方、私が20代に滞在していたその国では、ホッチキス不足が深刻な事態を生んでいた。ホッチキスを満載したトラックが何台も密かに国境を越えているという新聞報道がなされた後、ついに国境線が封鎖された。ホッチキスのない生活がどんなに惨憺たるものか、私はその時つぶさに体験したのだ。私は朝ごとに町の東北、バラック小屋の立ち並ぶ偏僻な一帯に赴かねばならなかった。うまくするとそこでホッチキスを売っている幼い子供たちに出くわすことができたからだ。ホッチキスは大抵売り木のバケツにいくつもの血まみれの手首と一緒に入れられていた。おそらくはホッチキスを握りしめたまま切り落とされた手首なのだろう。股間にバケツを挟んで瞳を輝かせている子供の前で、私は泡立つ血潮の間におずおずと右手を差し入れた。あの時のホッチキスを握っているのか、ホッチキスに握られているのか、不文明になる懐かしい現象学的恍惚。ソクラテスに先立つ太古の時代に自分がホッチキスを握りしめていたかのような感覚は、あの時から私に生じた。
Kids selling staples. In the country where I resided during my 20s, there was a severe shortage of staples. Soon after the newspapers ran a report that trucks loaded with staples had been secretly crossing the border into the country, the borders were shut. That was when I experienced exactly how terrible life could be without staples. I had no choice but to set out each morning for the rows of shanties, which stood in rows in an out-of-the-way spot in the northeastern corner of town. If everything went well, that's where I would find the kids selling the staples. The staples were usually in tin buckets, along with several severed hands covered in blood. They had probably been chopped off while still clinging to the staples. The children would sit, eyes sparkling, with the buckets held between their legs, as I sheepishly stuck my right hand into the foaming surge of blood. Oh, the sweetly nostalgic, phenomenological ecstasy of that moment of confusion, while I wondered if I was the one grabbing the staples or the staples were grabbing me. That's when I first felt as if I was in ancient antiquity, grasping onto staples even before Socrates.
次は伝説のホッチキス芸人たちという作品です。それにしてもあの頃私が目にしたホッチキス芸人たちの素晴らしいパフォーマンスは私のまぶたに今でも焼き付いたままだ。ホッチキスがないということ、それは一切の言葉や記憶が風に吹き飛ばされる紙片さながら瞬時に散逸してしまうということだ。彼ら彼女らはかつてムカデ式と呼ばれていた殿下のホッチキスを用いて、わずかのささやきから出来合いの物語をなんと見事に閉じ合わせてみせたことか。彼らのパフォーマンスを完全にしていると、砂塵の間の中、私自身が一個の完璧なホッチキスとなって世の中のありとあらゆる出来事を小さな針で次々と束ねていくかのようだ。君のホッチキスを見せてごらん。そうすれば君がどんな人か言ってあげようというあの軽やかな歌声とともに、しかし彼らは国境線の彼方に忽然と消え失せ、その後の行方はようとして知られないままだ。私は彼らの存在を明かし立てるために砂の中、あのムカデ式を探し続ける。
Legendary staple artists. In any case, even now I can still see in my mind's eye the amazing performance I saw back then by the staple artists. Life without staples is tantamount to letting every word, every memory scatter in the blink of an eye, like scraps of paper blown away in the wind. The staple artists, who are both men and women, use staplers that have been passed down for generations. The kind of staplers that used to be known in Japan as, quote, centipede style, since the staples come in nice, neat rows like an arthropod's legs. And before you knew it, they had strung together the faintest of whispers to form a glorious, ready-made tale. As I sat watching them perform in the dancing dust, I could not help feeling like I had transformed into a perfect stapler myself. and I was using my tiny needles to bundle everything in the world together. Show me your stapler, and I'll tell you what kind of person you are. With this strange song, they vanished over the far side of the border. Nothing has been heard about their whereabouts ever since. In order to prove they had really existed, I searched and searched in the sand for their centipede-style stapler.
All right.